But we
Yay! I
will say
pressed the
something
button. I
important.
pressed the button. I pressed that button better than anybody.
It worked. And it worked. Well, nice.
Ah, for crying out loud. Yeah, we're only a couple minutes off. We're good.
It's fine.
We're good. Let's decompress a minute and get into our spaces and settle into our zone. And
Yeah.
so your week was good. Everything's all right. You're okay.
Everything's
Didn't kill
okay.
anybody. Didn't have to hide any bodies. You're all good.
Not yet. Not yet. I did clean up all the Christmas decorations and
I wasn't able to go visit Willow on Saturday because she only gave everybody one night's notice, and I needed like 2 days' notice.
did
So
you
I,
what now? Go visit her on Saturday?
yeah, she did a meet and greet at the iStore
Oh,
on
yes, she
Saturday
did.
for 4 hours,
Yeah.
but she didn't say it until Friday night.
Yeah. She said she
And so
didn't
I
really.
I didn't have time to prepare. I couldn't even plan the trip.
Yeah. She had I said, "Well, how did that go?" She said, "Not great." She said, "I don't have any followers over here." So,
Well, if she look, you can't give 8 hours notice, ten
right.
hours
People have
notice,
already made
and
their
expect
yeah.
everybody to go on a Saturday when they made plans for Saturday on Wednesday.
Right.
They make
Right.
plans for the weekend
Unless you're
on
me.
Wednesday. They confirm it Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday they go do it. And if they're
Yeah,
doing that plan, they're not doing the new Saturday plan.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
really, you need to tell everybody, gosh, yeah, some days in advance, like 5 days,
I'll
so
have to
people
tell her
have
that.
time to change their mind. So they can say, yes, we had plans, but what can we go see Willow and then go to the beach?
Yeah.
Or can we go see Willow and then get ice cream? Or can we do this and then
I,
do that? Can
I
we
need to
lump it
tell her that.
in? So yeah, this 10-hour notice. I thought, oh wow, that would be great. I would love to go in there and surprise her and then get a free eye exam. That would have been epic.
I don't know that he um the guy she's out there with, I don't know that he does that anymore. Um,
Well, somebody there at the shop does.
they might. I have no idea. I know such a
They
small
can't just
amount
give
about
you
this.
eyewear without knowing how to make the eye pieces.
I guess I really need to ask.
Otherwise, otherwise they're just a frame store with plexiglass.
Yeah, I
It's
have no
called
idea.
iBar, Beverly Hills.
He might have hired someone to come in and do that, but he said he doesn't do it anymore. He wrote, oh gosh, sorry about that. He wrote a pilot for, he said he was going to send it to me, but he hasn't. I don't know, some show. I don't know. Actually, I just don't know. I get just the smallest snippet of stuff. That's all I know. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, well, the reviews there, but I'm trying to see what they offer as far as what the business actually is. Is it just frames?
I don't know. I thought it was sunglasses, to be honest with you.
It might just be sunglasses.
It just be. I know he said he used to have 60 stores,
Well,
but
I think there's one in Houston and there's one in LA. Bug.
the one in LA is the pink eye bar.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's an iBar in Houston as well.
Oh,
So I don't know how many he has.
I don't either. I don't, Willow doesn't let me ask questions.
So this is Yelp.
But
This is Yelp. Where's the actual?
I don't know. Why am I yawning? What is happening with me?
Where's their actual website? And
Let's
click
see if
on
I can
website.
see
It
it.
says optician. So if they're an optician, then they should do optician stuff. Well, Willow seems to be now the spokesmodel. Sunglasses and eyewear. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
Bar Optical Boutique. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah. So when I clicked on website, it went to Instagram.
This says, nope, that's not it. That says the I Bar in Murph. I don't know where that is. Murfreesboro? I don't know.
Well, that's what I was thinking, Murfreesboro.
This one says St. Louis. I don't know if he owns all these or not. I don't have a clue. St. Louis.
I was hoping it had an actual website.
Okay, so that is Yelp. Yep. 5 stars. I don't know how much these glasses are. Hmm. Unique luxury eyewear boutique. But that's Yelp.
Yeah, Yelp didn't show me a list of their services. Maybe they don't do services. Maybe they're just a glorified frame store.
I don't know.
But one of the things I saw said optometrist, and if you're an
Yeah. He used
optometrist,
to,
then you do optometrist stuff.
yeah. But if you look up his name,
Well, I don't know his name.
oh, his name is Rob. Uh, uh, oh, Miole. Mioli. I don't really know how to say that. Is that it? Or is it M-E? Oh, sorry. Mione. Is that it? Yes,
Yeah, that's it.
Mione.
It says he's a celebrity optician at
Yeah,
the Eye Bar in Beverly Hills.
yeah. Hmm.
Oh, that's him, huh? Huh.
But this down here says 47-year-old Robbie Mione is a successful former optician with many rich clients. He is actually 60 now, so now he's looking to get married, which he is. He's wanting, that is not him.
Well, I'm on the Instagram, and he's got willow plastered all over it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He's definitely in love with her.
He smokes and drinks.
He definitely smokes cigarettes. Ugh.
Ugh, I know. I cannot stand copy messenger. This is what I was looking at. Here, I'll send it to you.
Hotel Flores. That's the pilot that he's got.
So he got Willow a ring. He's 60. I'm 61.
Yeah, I'm 61 too.
Not that I want Willow. I don't want Willow. She's mental. I like Willow, but Willow's mental. She doesn't think like I do at all.
Oh no, she does not. She's a totally different
Yeah, she's
animal.
a completely different frequency range over there.
Hmm. Okay,
But
why
hey,
why isn't it pulling it up?
well, I'm not a sugar daddy material, so that's why.
Why isn't this pulling up? Go. Oh, his Instagram? Yeah. Oh, because that's your Zoom. Okay, whatever.
He's owned and operated over 60 optical stores nationwide, but he doesn't seem to have them anymore. and 5
Yeah.
successful restaurants and nightclubs in New York. Is that where she met him, in New York?
I don't know where she, no, she's known him through, uh, shoot, where did she say she met him? Online somewhere. But she said she's known him for 3 years. And she was actually on her way to see him. She was at the airport on her way to go see him when I don't know if she missed her flight or something happened, and she sat down at the bar, and David sat beside her, and she said that was it.
She rebounded due to a cancel or a missed flight.
Um,
Wow.
Rebounded. No, she had never met him in person.
Oh,
She
okay.
was getting ready to fly out there. I think that's it. I don't know.
Start
Willow.
writing these stories down. They're not the only one who can do a story.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot.
I'm looking at his LinkedIn. Uh, yeah, 6 followers and 6 connections. Do I even have anybody? Do I even have LinkedIn? Do I have LinkedIn?
Mhm.
Most recent job title: Master of the Universe.
Is that what it says?
That's my bad.
Hmm.
Employment type: full-time Master of the Universe.
Okay.
Most recent company.
Well,
Most recent company.
oh, he also has um plays a piano. But what he has on, he's like on Rodeo Drive playing the piano. Not very good. It doesn't sound like the piano is tuned, but I don't know. It's the tiniest of little stores. I don't know how anybody finds anything in that store to wear. There's only like 10 pair of glasses total.
Man, here's like 500 Masters of the Universe in LinkedIn. This is fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Here's Stacy Mead. She's a Master of the Universe.
Wow, nice.
Lisa
Oh,
Sici.
okay.
She's a nonfiction writer. She's a Master of the Universe.
Oh, wow. Glasses. These look terrible. I wonder I can't see out.
Well, LinkedIn is humorous. All right. I shift gears off of nonsense, get back into common sense. Anyway, I didn't get to go see Willow because she didn't give me enough time to
Well, I'll
plan.
tell her the next time.
Next time, need more time
She needs more time.
because
She's got a single
it was
coming
going to be
out.
like 2.5 hours by bus, and my plan was to get there and then make her
Oh,
feel guilty and then buy me lunch and then bring me home. That was my
um,
plan, or have somebody bring me home. She's got cronies; they can bring me home.
yeah, I'll tell her. I'll tell her
Yeah,
to look out for you.
yeah. So Dan couldn't
It's
make
only
it by
20
bus
minutes away.
with that short of a notice. Couldn't do it, even with public transport. Couldn't do it. Then it was 40 miles, so that's like 2.5, 3 hours by bus,
Oh gosh.
one way.
Traffic there is just insane.
Yeah. Well, the buses stop every whatever quarter mile or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it takes a while.
Yeah, I was thinking of taking my girls on a train excursion, and they're like, "Let's just take a train to DC and go walk around there. And I'm like, okay, well, that's going to eat up one whole day. And they're like, what do you mean? It's only, like 5.5, 6 hours to drive. I'm like, on a train, there's like 10 stops in between you
And
and Washington,
there,
D.C. So,
yeah,
and they don't just throw people out. You're there for 30 minutes. People have to unload, they have to get back on, they have to, you know, it's a whole day.
yes.
So,
And our train systems in the US are essentially almost non-existent.
and very expensive.
Yeah, better off
Used to
flying.
be, used to be not very much. My dad used to work for the railroad, so we could ride the railroad for free, which we had done. And that's why I love the railroad. I love the clickety clack and I love all of that.
Yeah.
And hanging out off the back of the caboose. It's all very fun. Um, but you go to get on it's like $300 to $500 to go from here to DC. I'm like, okay, no, I'm sorry. That's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too much.
I thought I had. Did I not save?
What?
I thought I saved a picture of all the train lines in the United States.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
Yeah, here it is.
What?
Can I visit? Open image. Oh, that's a pretty good sign. Saved image. Where am I going to save it? Pictures, imports, free, free.
I don't know what day I want to depart. Can't I just look? Turn date.
Messenger, Deb, picture, see, import, free. So here's a picture of all the.
This says it's only $72. What the hell site was I on that was telling me it was like 385? Oh,
So this some of these lines aren't real yet, but some of them are. So this is the projected Amtrak lines for 2035. So we're 10 years off yet, 11 years off. But in 11 years, they claim that this picture is going to be everywhere Amtrak goes. And Amtrak is pretty much our train system. We don't have
yeah.
like Euro Rail or anything. We don't have, they're all regular trains. They're not maglifts or bullet trains or they're just train.
Hmm.
So for as big as our country is, we have one of the poorest rail lines in the world. Where in other countries, you can jump on what they call it the tube, jump on the train.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
be and
Yeah.
you can be almost anywhere in like an hour
Yeah.
or two. So I was just watching one of my sailing videos yesterday or the day before yesterday, and one of the couples, they're in China getting a new boat built,
Who is
and the winds, um,
it? Oh, okay.
the winds, um, Jason and Nikki Wynn, they're getting their new catamaran being built in China,
Hmm.
and it's on a delay right now. So they took a train trip, a bullet train trip, across the entire country in 12 hours.
Wow.
So they used three different bullet trains to go from where were they at? Shanghai? Uh, where's the HH factory in China? HH factory. Uh,
Hmm.
Gene. Yeah. No. HH yacht factory, China. Haddison Fujian Yacht Company. Maybe that's it. It's
Hmm.
it's south of Quanzhou. Anyway, they went from there to Hong Kong. And then Hong Kong, they got on another bullet train, took them somewhere else, and then they went all the way over to um, Tibet
Oh my goodness.
by bullet train.
Well, that would be nice.
So they went into Yannan. Yannan. No, that's not right. No, that was one of the train stations. Anyway, they took the thing to Tibet, and they took them like 12 hours.
And then how do they get the catamaran back?
Well, the catamaran's at factory. They're working on it at factory, but there was a delay, and so they said, "Well, you guys are going to be tied up all weekend. We're going to go on a trip for the weekend," and then they went to Tibet. So it took them 12 hours to get
Fun is
there.
that?
They'll go hang out at Tibet for a day, do a bunch of recording, do a bunch of whatever, Instagram and stuff, do their social media, and come back on the train. Another 12 hours. Get back to the factory and say, okay, you guys done yet? Can we get going again? And so, yeah. So some
Well,
people
get a
just
sleeper
sleep.
car.
Some people just sleep all weekend, and some people go to Tibet.
Hmm. I didn't get to sleep all weekend, but I wanted to.
But the trains in China and Europe are, yeah, and and even Japan, the bullet trains in Japan are famous too.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to do trains in the United States, it's yeah, it's wonky. It's a toss up between should I fly, should I train?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And sometimes a bit I'm gonna fly and then rent a car.
I know. I know. It's pricey. All right. What should we do?
I don't know. Should we get into a space and see who's around?
Yes. Let's
All
get
right,
into space and see
let's
who's
get into
around.
a space and see who's around.
Let me
Let's
put my
get comfortable.
shirt
Let's have a swig of water.
down. Ugh.
You got your favorite crystals around.
I don't have any crystals around. I need to light my candle.
Oh, my candle went out. I should get some more candles. I should go out tomorrow.
Some matches or something somewhere around here. I got too much crap.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay,
Matches.
that's good. All right, I can handle
Yeah,
that. Okay.
matches. I don't even know where those are. Oh, come on.
I use my torch for everything. I don't even use matches anymore.
Have a, I have one willow left. Yes. Okay. My hands are all dirty. Okay. Alrighty.
Hmm.
These off my head. I don't need that. Okay. Um, can I try to pull some people in? Maybe we can.
Let's see where we go first.
Okay.
Don't try to do anything. Let's just see what naturally occurs. Let's see
Oh,
what wants to happen instead of what we make happen. This
okay.
goes back to the we don't need what we want. We need what we are. So we'll see who comes. Like last time, it was Divine Feminine and your mom and
Yeah.
everybody. And so, all right. Let's just see how we do. Take a couple of larger than normal breaths. Really stretch your rib cage out a couple of times. And then breathe normally. And then at some time, your focus will come to your face. You'll be suddenly aware of behind your eyes or behind your eyelids. Your spine is straight. When the focus really comes kind of like up between your eyes, point your focus to the center of the earth, the core of the planet, wherever you think the core is. And when your attention arrives there, take a couple of deeper than normal breaths. You might feel tingles, you might not as the connection gets made. You might take a peek around, just look at the energies there. And sometimes go there and just say thanks. Thanks for being the spot I connect. Thanks for being this area. Thanks for being this core. You might envision being gifted a golden spark of light, or you might just feel surrounded by a golden light. So, like a light might not just manifest in your awareness, but you might sense the goldenness around you. And as you take a couple of breaths and just let the gold kind of soak in, let the whole atmosphere of that area kind of soak in. And then bring your awareness back up to your face again and allow all that energy to come up and well up with you. And allow that energy to come up through your body and out the top of your head to infinity. You might envision it as a pillar of light, but it's full duplex pillar of light. So it's like the outside goes a direction, the inside goes a direction. So sometimes for me, the inside goes up and then the outsides come back down. And it's duplex that way, where the energy is flowing both up and down through you at the same time. Kind of like a cosmic, God, what are those things called? Cottontails. Cottontail? No. What are those things that are at ponds? Cottontails, right?
Cattails.
Cattails. So the cattail's got all its fuzzy goodness, and it's got that piece of growth that goes right up through it, right out the top. But it's also very connected down to the bottom. Anyway, so a cosmic cattail. Cattail, that's what it is. Oh, I couldn't remember that today. I can see it. I can see. I know what it looks like. Hmm. That adds a water element for some reason. I'll take a few deeper than normal breaths and just sit here and let the energies amplify. And as we are relaxing here in this grounded space, if you become aware of things, or let me know if you become aware of a thing, especially if it's strong enough to identify itself, then let me know. Let's just sit here and amplify. And you might, you're aware of the electromagnetic torus that we are, right? That the energy feels like a torus. And you might imagine our torus getting larger as we amplify these grounding energies, as we become connected into the circuitry of the universe. We're plugged in.
Well, I am in what I call my happy place, which
You're in a
is
happy place.
like it's like a field
Hmm. Okay.
of wildflowers, and then there's a grass. There's a pond in the distance, and as I look around, I see a lot of um, illumined souls just kind of hovering around the periphery of the property.
Hmm.
Oh, one's stepping forward. Hmm. It's just staying off a little bit.
All right.
I just asked him, "What am I doing here?" And he said, "What are you doing here?" Doesn't help me one bit. I don't know what to do with this information.
Sometimes you're the thing that's going on.
Yeah. Kind of feel like people are coming up behind me, getting very close.
All right.
Not in a threatening way, just,
No, it's a mutual alignment way,
yeah.
like a tribe or whatever,
Mm,
similar frequency range collective. They might appear to be strangers, but vibrationally, they may know you.
yeah. I feel like I know the ones standing behind me.
Mhm.
But the ones on the periphery, I don't know that I recognize any of their energy.
So, of the ones behind you, how many deep back are you able to sense?
I think it's like three or four.
Three or
Um,
four?
I would say there's about 15 people total, kind of like some are up even with me, but then they kind of go back, kind of like in a triangle, really,
Mhm.
a rounded triangle,
Mhm.
just standing behind
Is it
me
a triangle or a drop?
like a drop.
Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Drop shape. I mean, the classic drop
yeah.
shape. Yeah.
And I just feel connected energy to
Okay.
those.
Let's just soak here for a minute. Let's not rush anywhere. Let's just be.
The one that stepped forward out of the crowd, or out of the ones on the periphery,
Mhm.
um, that's my dad.
Okay. Hi, Dad.
And I don't, uh, he really was not a part of my life. So I think
In
that's why,
physicality, yeah. But in non-physicality, is it okay if he's there?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
But I think that's why he came from a different direction.
Could be wanted to feel it out first, make sure it was safe, make
Mm,
sure that he wasn't making a wave emotionally.
yeah, I think he's just, um,
Happy for you.
yeah, I don't feel like
At the
I'm,
same time, surprised you're in a space that he can see. Hmm.
well, I mean, I
Good.
don't think of him often, and I certainly didn't think of him you know, for the many, many years he was gone. Um, but he has since made himself known to me since he's passed over.
Mhm.
And I think this is just a way of showing support because I don't sense, um,
Still connected, if you like it or not. Yeah,
right.
still connected.
I don't
Mhm.
feel like he's here to give me anything or to teach me anything. He's just stepping
No,
forward.
but he's still offering as a fortification kind of thing. He's
Yeah.
he's still in your soul group, soul family.
Yeah.
Still, he's still a valid number of your mm, group. Couldn't
Right.
think of a word. Your group. He's part. He's still a. So he wasn't a very good tribe member in reality or in physicality, but in non-physicality, he's a better group member.
More present,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which helps balance because wasn't great in physicality, make it up in non-physicality,
Yeah.
but not as just because he is, not
Yeah.
because he's trying to do anything or make up anything or whatever. It's just
Right.
that's like going back, like it or not, he's a part.
Right.
But his abilities and duties and stuff here um, are more in step
Yeah.
with what's conducive to your growth and your stuff. So he's
Yeah.
just saying he's around. Glad
Yeah.
there's no animosity, and glad that there's yeah, kind of beyond emotion at this section.
Yeah.
Emotions in the physicality.
Yeah. Hmm.
How do I want to say that? He's not apologizing. He's not being apologetic. He's just
Uh-uh.
being. He's just being there.
Yeah. We've already had
Those clearing conversations.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's just here to support me in whatever way I feel like he can.
Just glad you're even acknowledging. Yeah.
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 And now he's going back. There we go.
So take a couple of breaths. That was that energy visiting. And now we're going to clear mentally quickly, visit the core again, and mentally come back again. And then breathe the new space into the reality. And then let's pause here again and see if anything else steps up or steps or makes itself known. Or now that we're in the zone,
Yeah.
are there messages that can only come from the zone that say they haven't been getting through conventionally or in the space between your thoughts very well? So if there's anything they'd like to get through now while we're here and in the zone, it'd be a good time to get the zone messages um, out of the way or completed so that you can be free to go on to the next. So is there anything that needs to be said while we're in a good said space or a good listening space?
Hmm.
Even if it's not individual, even if there's a collective idea, like, oh, you're doing great, or oh, thanks for coming, or oh, we're always
My
here.
grandmother, she's planting flower bulbs, which is what she loved to do. And her and I would sit and pull weeds together. I still don't mind pulling weeds. And she's just smiling at me as she digs a hole and puts a bulb in it and closes it up.
Just glad you're there.
Yeah. Hmm. And she just fades away. Be patient is what I keep hearing.
Okay. Because your desires do not become diminished just because they don't manifest at the speed you think they should be going.
Right.
That the desires are still pure and wholesome and full of power, and they don't diminish just because of timeliness. But it's hard to remember that when you're in a hurry.
Is it's hard to remember that when you've been very patient for very long.
Yeah.
Now I'm being asked to be even more patient
More
and
patient on more levels, not just the one level, but several levels. Even patient with yourself, even patient with your own growth.
yep,
And I've tried to mention this too. It's not always about pushing forward. You're not, you know, sometimes you pushing spiritually actually slows you down.
yeah,
Sometimes it's good to just see what comes, see what is going on is better than trying to make something go on. Are you sensing another feminine energy?
I am, and I'm so very hesitant to even mention it because this person hasn't passed over yet.
Are they ill?
Um, Probably more than what they're leading on.
Is this their higher self?
I think it is
Their higher
because
self is reaching out?
I
Okay.
think so
Or something similar? Okay.
because I worry about her.
Okay.
She was my mom's favorite sister,
Okay.
and I was named after her.
Okay.
And I see her stepping forward, and it's she's been in very precarious health situations in the past.
Hmm.
And honestly, I'm always surprised she's
Is
still,
she in a dire state currently?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay, but the higher self is strong and reaching out anyway. Okay.
Yeah, she's just taking my hand and she's just smiling at me.
Okay.
I don't really know what that means.
Is it comforting? Is it like
Uh,
a thank you for all your concerns? Thank you for always being. Thanks for.
she's proud of me. She was very um couldn't talk about spirituality or anything like that.
Mhm.
But she would sit and listen to my mother till 3 a.m. when we would go visit. And as long as she didn't say anything back, my mom could keep on talking.
Mhm.
And she's looking at me, and it's like she knows.
Was she able to glean some wisdom out of the other, even though she wasn't understanding or comprehending? She
Yes,
was able to get something positive and elevation from it.
yes. And I
Okay.
think that's what she's squeezing my hand for, is because she knows.
So she doesn't have the words, but she has the energetic sentiment of a thank you.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
I don't know it, but I kind of understand it, even though I don't know anything.
yeah,
So it's like I'm with you, even though I don't know. Yeah. And it's okay if she's not passed yet. This is the connection is still good.
yeah. I don't want to call my cousins and say that because,
Don't no keep
no,
this keep this on the down low.
yeah,
Just it's kind of for you anyway. It's just for you to
yeah,
know. So, oh, hmm. So she may not ever have the words, but you know that she gets it. She gets it.
yeah,
She understands. She comprehends enough.
yeah. I feel like the people behind me are just all extended family that have passed. And
Some, yeah, a lot. Like yeah, yeah. Um,
I mean, there's male energies in there as well,
yeah, yeah.
like young male energies that have passed.
Okay.
Just to step forward and smile and then go back in. They're not saying anything or,
Soul group is what I'm soul family, soul group.
yeah, yeah. Mm.
And the ones that aren't moving very much, they're just helping to hold the energy still. So they're doing the energy work of maintaining the frequency range with you. You're not all alone.
That makes sense.
So you can come to this spot anytime. You don't even need me to come here. You
I do
can,
go here a lot
yeah, you can just come here whenever
there. That's my beautiful place.
and just hang out. And you don't have to have an agenda. You don't have to have questions. You don't have to be in a state of needy energy. You can just sit and see what comes.
Yeah,
And that would be better for you than trying to do something, trying to go to a space, trying to do an area, trying to connect to something. This eliminates all the trying. It's just flowing with your your group. It's just like
mm,
you're all in the same car.
yep.
It's like you don't try to get in somebody else's car. You don't try to get into a different car. Stay in this.
I see a little person splashing their feet in the pond, and I want it to be being so bad, but I don't know that it is.
It could be a being aspect.
Maybe,
Could be a reflection of.
maybe.
What do I want to say? A harmonic,
Hmm.
a resonant frequency, a harmonic. So kind of an aspect, a harmonic.
Yeah, she won't turn around.
No, she
Like
doesn't
I'm
have to.
assuming, but her hair kind of looks like beans a little bit, and she's just having fun.
But she's advanced. She knows that just her presence is comforting you enough. Doesn't have to do with other.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's strange. Like I'm here for you this much.
Well,
Almost like a cat. You can rub
yeah,
me everywhere except my tongue.
yeah. And I'm gonna claw you to pieces.
Yeah. You can touch my tummy for a 2 count, but never a 3.
My back feet will claw you to blood.
Yep. I hold you with the front ones and slice you with the back ones
Right.
while I'm biting and staring right at you. It's the eye contact. It's always the eye contact.
Yes, it is. It's the eye
It's,
contact of I'm
oh,
gonna bite you
are you
before
looking at me? I'm biting you.
it's true.
Cats. All right. Take another larger than normal breath or a couple of them. That was a very interesting learning message. Let's see what else would like to come.
Hmm. I feel like I'm walking down a dark tunnel, but it's not tunnel. It's like a tube. It's round,
Okay.
and I see a light at the end of the tube, but I don't know where it's not distinct.
So you're not in the field anymore. You're in a different spot.
Yeah, and I can touch the sides of the tube.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of that thing at the fair where you go through the house of mirrors, and then to get out, you have to go through that rolling
Yeah, the spinning tube.
roll
Yeah.
that makes you laugh and cry. It's
Mm,
really,
yeah.
but it's just a big, bright, white, golden light.
Interesting.
That's all that's around me. It's just a golden white light.
Okay.
I don't see the tube anymore.
Okay. So you've reached that light. Once you get to a stationary position, just become stationary and then become present there. So you take a breath there, just like you're in no hurry and you're just like, oh, I can look around.
Honestly, this is going to sound strange, but I feel like Jesus is walking towards me.
Okay.
I just have never seen that before.
Okay.
That's what it feels like.
All right. Let me know if they arrive.
Oh, it's taken a while. Maybe it's me holding off. Oh, it was me. Now they're right there.
Okay.
That was like very quick. It's just a very loving energy.
Okay.
It says trust in my decisions.
It's the same as
Control
believing in your desires. Mhm.
and also trust in my non-decisions. I'm not exactly sure what that means.
Right. So there's the things you decide, and you know why you decide them. You decide them so that you don't decide other things. And so the things that you don't decide are just as valid as the things that you do decide.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's not a reading between the lines idea. It's a balance idea. So I'm doing this action instead of that action because this action, whatever, is a higher joy than the other action is. So I'm going to go with this decision, and the other decision is just as valid. But I'm going with this one, not that one.
Mhm.
It'd be another invitation to not second guess yourself.
Yeah.
That once you make a pretty valid decision and you can go with that, sure, you can always change your mind. If you get halfway into it and find out it's not for you, you can abandon that and jump on the next nearest idea,
Yeah.
the next nearest decision until you can regroup enough to make a more firmer decision. But all the decisions are good. So there's in this idea, there is no wrong. Everything is right. Everything is okay. So all the things that you decide are okay. Also, the things that you do not decide are also okay.
Okay.
And then you might ask them if that is close enough to what they're trying to convey.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
The cosmic version of don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you're not as hard on yourself, it's easier to be that little bit extra patient then. So then you can get the patience and the not be hard on yourself and the trusting the flow more. Even if the flow is unrecognizable, just going with it is good.
As he walked away, he kind of took that light with him,
Mhm.
and
Is
um,
there a different light there now?
it is. It's nighttime, and I'm on the edge of the forest. The forest is behind me.
Is there a bioluminescence available in that scenery? Something glowing, or is the
Um,
whole thing glowing? Is it a glow?
the whole sky is lit up. Like
Okay.
I
Looks
see a
like some
very
kind of luminescence, some kind of, it might not be a bioluminescence, it might be a different kind of luminescence.
um,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
it's just very peaceful and the perfect temperature.
Mhm. And even though it's dark, you see perfectly.
I see perfectly. I see every little blade of grass, and
Mhm.
I can even see little crickets.
Oh, interesting.
But the sky is so vast. It's like
Mhm.
touches the ground everywhere. That's really nice. Hmm. Sure.
Does the ground have slightly more gravity than the air does, or than the night does?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I got sirens here.
I feel like my feet are rooted.
Yeah, you're still grounded. Mhm.
Yeah. But then that allows me to look up without getting dizzy. Hmm. And I just said, what am I supposed to learn here? And they said, the choice is yours.
Right. So I kind of went through that in my mind after the sirens went by. I said, well, you have your daytime kind of place, and now you have a nighttime kind of place. And then I asked, well, what's the message here? And said, well, there may not necessarily be one. It just you just found out you have two places. You have a day place and a night place.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be any more than what it just is. And what it is available to you.
It's a very safe place.
It's part of the other. It's another aspect of the other. It's just different scenery.
Yep.
That doesn't mean there won't be lessons learned here later. The collective is still with you. Everything is still with you. It's just the scenery has changed. It's like scene change.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just as peaceful and wonderful and interesting as the other was, only different.
My hands are tingling a lot.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Ask the space if it's an attunement, if you're receiving an attunement of some kind at the same time you're in this space.
Mm. Yeah.
Or are you merely acclimating to the space? Or is it none of that and you're just a little tingly right now?
Well, when I asked that, what I felt and I saw was that there's like a beam of white golden light that's, if you put a spotlight at my feet and you just shone it up into the sky,
Mhm.
it just went through my whole body and through the vast space. It just keeps going.
So it's an attunement then. So let's just remain stationary here for a bit and allow the attunement to do its thing. Let's be still for a little bit. So what just popped in was the master of your domain. You are the master of your domain, and this is a portion of domain that you didn't know you had.
Hmm. Yeah, I've never been here before.
And so you or we can, take a moment here and adjust and attune and align with this space.
I feel like this is where my higher self is.
Okay. So what I got after you said that was that this is a position or a place of your higher self in this frequency range, and then it has an infinite number of frequency ranges. So this is the space in this frequency range. And then as you go through other frequency ranges, your higher self has different spaces in those ranges. It just depends on what note you are that day.
Hmm. Okay.
Are you sensing like an ebb and flow, an
I was
ebb
just to
and
say that.
flow? Are you sensing like an
Feel
ebb
like
and
my,
flow, almost like a cosmic heartbeat? Almost, but there's like this ebb and flow.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like I'm just standing there swaying back and forth,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to stand still.
Well, go with it. Go with it. You might keep your seated body still, but your head and your neck might kind of just flow with it a little bit, like an ebb and flow.
Mhm.
It's like you can't hear the music, but you're just kind of vibing with it. Almost like being on a boat. Almost.
Yeah.
Different. An ebb and flow to it.
How did you know that?
Because I'm ebbing and flowing.
Oh, here we go.
Mm. Ebbs to the right, flows to the left, ebbs to the right, flows to the left. Kind of goes kind of like a breathing cycle, but it's not a breathing cycle. It's more like a beat. So I'm getting that it's very important to feel this because many don't experience this.
Mm.
This sweet little unique experience that most people are trying to do things and they're not enjoying their own spirituality for what it is.
I can see you standing off in the distance.
Can you? Okay.
Like,
Am I swaying?
I don't know. I can just see you standing there.
Okay.
You're not looking at me.
I have a presence over there. All right.
What?
I'm represented in the frequency range.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Mm.
A cosmic Jack Sparrow just looking for spiritual rum.
This is very strong.
Hmm. Have it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'd like to point out you've not tried to get here. You've just come here as default.
Yeah.
You haven't had to work for this experience. You just had to allow the experiences that you were already having
And trust what I was experiencing.
and then have your experiences.
Yeah.
And then people say, hey, did you do anything spiritual lately? So, yeah, I went to a field and then I went to a night spot where my higher self hangs out and we felt some really cool energies and we don't know what the hell they are, but they sure are cool. And man, so we just sat there and sat there and sat there and then we just looked around and see what we sense, if we're meant to sense anything at all, but at least we're open and we put the love call out, say, hey, love, love out there, love coming in.
It's all love, isn't it?
Yeah. So there are people that are seeking fulfillment and they're doing anything they can. This is the fulfillment.
Mm.
That's why this is more important than trying to do something or trying to be something you're not. So
Yeah.
if you can have these kinds of experiences for yourself, with yourself, by yourself, kind of like your trinary self. Then you can have experiences in the other places. But when they see who are you, what are you, say, well, I'm me. I exist. But some people exist poorly and some people exist very well. And this is existing pretty good. Right?
Yeah.
This is nice. It's not boring. It's super interesting. Don't know what's going to happen next. Not if anything does happen. Even if something doesn't happen, that's cool too. And this stuff is exciting.
It really is. I feel like my sister bought an Oculus for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been doing the little,
VR
yeah,
journeys. Mm-hmm.
yeah. It kind of feels a little like that, like I can look up and down and back behind me and it's all beautiful. It's all amazing. My hands feel like Hulk hands, like they feel so big,
All
all
right.
the way
It's
to
all
my
right.
elbow. That is a tremendous bigness there.
So
So
yeah,
I opened my,
just before you told the Oculus story, I was getting that there's some healing going on here and there's an attunement going on. And then do you know in 7 days we're doing the Reiki too?
yes,
Okay. So this knows that this
the
space
connection.
knows that, and so it's you're getting worked on here,
Right.
which is why your hands are getting worked on. So your Reiki is, but to you it just senses like they're blown up or something. But yeah, that's just how it feels to you. You're not turning into a Hulk,
No,
but
no.
it's an energetic sensation of what's going on behind the scenes here is your some of your Reiki is being amplified
Oh, that's
in
wonderful.
this space as per all the agreements with your higher self and other things for you to have this experience. Spiritual disclaimer. Oh, hilarious. You may have gotten this without coming here, but now that you're here, it's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like.
So now I'm being reminded in not trying to do anything, we're actually getting a lot done.
Yeah. Mm, this is wild.
This is the amplification of divinity.
It, I just got experience the experiencing.
Mhm. So if you can imagine that your frequencies are being amplified so that you can wield more frequencies, you can wield more energy. So you're having an attunement.
I feel that in my head.
Yeah, it could affect your entire system
As you said that, my stomach started making noises.
for 3 or 4 days. So The thing with a big spiritual experience or an amplification or an attunement like this, you need to drink extra water for a couple of days, 3 days, 4 days, at least one bottle of water extra a day. So what's that, 20 ounces? If you could do a liter of water a day, 32 ounces, it might be a bit much. But most people don't drink their 4 liters a day. They think they only need to drink 2 liters a day, and it's just not enough.
Yeah, I can tell when I don't drink enough. That's for sure.
It's asking me to be quiet for a minute because I'm bringing the 3D in too much, and I need to just allow the space to be space. Is it asking that you relax your neck and kind of bow your head?
Um, did you say, is it asking me for that?
Yeah, is it that? Do you feel that and you sense that kind of?
My neck is very tight. I do feel that.
Do you sense the ebb and flow back in your head, neck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sway your head back and forth a little bit and just relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Still highly aware, but relaxed. This allows the head to bow. Take a few larger than normal breaths. Just allow the alignment to occur. Allow whatever's going on to go on. And just know that you are in a sacred space, having a sacred experience. You're experiencing your divinity being amplified. Don't need to do anything. You don't need to be anything except for you and what you are. Be yourself here. Sense the love flowing.
Whew. I feel like it's done.
Okay. And take a few larger than normal breaths and begin bringing your awareness back to your body again. You might become aware of your feet, your legs, your back, your spine. your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head, your hair, your room, your chair, your floor, the ceiling, the walls, the earth outside, the sky, the air. You can open your eyes. You can shake off whatever energies you want. Give all that back to Earth, Gaia. She takes that energy. She makes cookies. Any kind of cookies she wants.
Oh, okay. That was intense.
That's intense.
Guess I needed that.
All right. Let's look at let's look.
Whew.
Let's look back. So went to a field,
Field.
had a meeting with some beings,
Some meeting with some beings.
managed some frequencies there, managed some beings there, managed some information and stuff there. That was kind of like the mental portion of it. And then we went somewhere else, got visited by a being, and
Nice.
then the area completely changed and got an attunement. Didn't know that was going to happen. It just happened.
That was going to happen today.
Didn't know
Oh,
it. Didn't know it.
that
Didn't know it was going to be that intense of a spiritual experience, but it was that intense of a spiritual experience.
was.
So you wanted to have more spiritual experiences, and now you've had one.
I love it.
Beyond a doubt, you have absolutely had one.
That was awesome.
I smell something perfumey. I don't know who or what that is. Perfumey.
Perfumey. What kind of a perfume? A
I have
flower?
no idea. No, it's perfume. I don't know. What kind of perfume? Somebody buzzed you.
No, that's my 9 o'clock to take my pills.
Oh, okay.
9 o'clock, take your
It
pills.
is 9 o'clock for you.
Yep. Okay, well, that was very enlightening.
Drink extra water for a couple of days,
Yeah.
and just think about how neat this was, and we can do this more, or we can do it every other time, or we can do whatever. I like the whatever um scheduling idea because it allows stuff like this to occur.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like not having such a rigid agenda. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to look at the Akash. Oh, we're going to work on dreams. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to relax and we're going to see where we are. And then as we see where we are, then what needs to occur can occur. That would be faster than having an agenda. They're trying to, mastermind this thing um,
Yeah.
that's really kind of not mastermindable.
Well, it's giving me what I need and not what I want. It's giving me what I like, the attunement. It's what I need. I got to remember those symbols.
You're going to need the symbol. Yes. Okay. Good reminder, even for me. Do the yes. Acclimate yourself to the symbols. You're going to need them Sunday next week. Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, the 14th.
Yeah.
So you know the two symbols. Usually everybody knows the two symbols
Yeah.
first, and
I've got those.
then do the other ones. Memorize the other ones for Sunday. You'll need them Sunday, and then after Sunday you won't need them so much. So lock them, get them locked into your short-term memory for Sunday.
4 of them, right?
There's 4 symbols altogether.
Okay. I shall do it.
And then Mikiko's Japanese, so she can actually read the symbols.
Okay, so it has to be legible.
So they have to be correct to the
Has to be correct.
symbols that were there. That's why I gave the symbols with the directions.
Yeah.
Give, I mean, I can send them again. If I can find them again. Pictures. Pictures from C.
Should have them in my bookmarks.
So where is?
Hey, I know I saved
Oh,
them.
there it is. You'll need you'll need these.
All right.
So there's the four symbols of the Asui Reiki symbols. There's other Reiki symbols. If you click on them, they blow up and are the right size.
Okay. Yeah. A light being with wings. Okay, that's good. Oh, yeah, that is nice. Okay, and that's Hanshazi Shonen.
Shonen, yeah.
Mhm. And then the last one is much simpler. 1, 2, 3.
So the Seiheki, the Daikomo, the Hashosu Shonen, and the Chokurei.
Okay.
These four symbols. And so
And then one is what's gonna
the big one, yeah, because it's how many characters? 20 different characters.
oh,
20,
22.
22. Sorry, I didn't look over.
Okay. Well,
22
that'll help
characters.
me.
Yeah. So they normally go in sections.
3, 4.
So, right. So the light being with wings comes down from heaven to a home, and then it makes a home. And then where the women and men are waiting, and that's a thing. The wings engulf them, that's the thing. Together they go on, and that off they go.
Okay. Let's see if I can't. This is
But I like these because they show you exactly which direction the strokes go.
yes. Yeah, I like that too. Okay. Let me see if I can
So
find.
this is kind of like you know when you get the driver's book before when you're learning to
Yeah,
drive and you get the little driver's book, and then once
yeah.
you get driving you never look at the driver's book ever again. That's
Right.
what this is.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what's going to happen. So then you'll get when you get into like master reiki, you know, if you need to, you'll just say, oh, daikomo. You'll just say
Oh,
joker
okay.
ray. You'll just say, you know, whichever whichever symbol if you need it. Now,
Every
I'll
yeah.
do the joker rays. I'll do the one
I know
from me.
we did the first one, Chokeray.
The joker rays the first one.
We did that on being a lot. That
Right.
was fun.
I yes, there's like four different ones.
Yeah. Sometimes we did the 12.
Yeah. So there's this direction to put in, there's the opposite of this to take out. So
Yeah.
you can take out energy. So if you do this chakra ray backwards, it actually takes energy out. And then you put energy in with this one.
Okay.
And then the green one, the not the Dicomo, but the God doggone it, what's its name?
I don't know.
It's no good that I can't remember its name.
I don't feel bad. I don't know its name either. Am I gonna have to know the names?
Yeah, yeah, you will.
Oh, I don't know how to say those.
Chakra ray.
Hanshazi Shonen.
Saheki. It's the Saheki.
That's how you say that?
The green one that looks like Godzilla. It's a squiggle five, and then the
Aheki? Okay.
Saheki. Yeah, hang on here. I'll get it.
Okay. It's like an S with a 5 and then a cliff with two boulders rolling down.
Right, but yeah.
How I remember that.
So it's a squiggle five, and then a seven with two Godzilla humps. Yeah, and it's called. I have to press copy. So it's called paste. It's called the Saheki. Saheki.
Saheki. Okay.
And that's the one that causes mental calmness and removes
Oh yeah.
idiocracy.
I I thought I had
So if
you.
somebody comes to you and they are irate or impassioned or enraged or anything not calm, you do that.
Okay.
You do the Saheki.
Yeah, I had a beautiful site that told me, now I can't seem to find it. It's really irritating me. I saved it. I know I saved it to my bookmarks because I had like 20 windows open. I'm like, I have to get rid of some of these things. Hmm. Well, I don't know what to do with it. All right, I'll have to find it again. It was a great website. Maybe it's one you sent me. I'll have to go back and look and see. Oh, all right. Anyway,
So this is your task for the week.
yep.
The Chokurei will be easy. The Seiheki is the second easiest. The Daikomo is the third. And then the Hashonin Shonin one.
Oh, that comes the
Anshaze
third. Okay.
Shonen. Yeah. Then that'll be the fourth one. So the one with 22 characters. So what I did was I mostly did the Hashaze Shonen one for the most part. And then I did the Daikomo like the day before. And then the other two I just remembered because they're just easier ones. So my weak point was the Hasha Zeishonen. And this is the one that for distance.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
really.
you'll be attuned for distance. So all right, so let's discuss the attunement.
Okay.
All right. So Mikiko's attunement, and we talked about her lineage, her Reiki lineage from what's his name? The American Reiki dude. Whose name just left my brain. Gone. Anyway, so she's attuned to 3D Reiki, right?
Okay.
3D Reiki, hands on. She does the hands on. I'm attuned to distance Reiki, hands off.
Okay.
So she'll be attuning you, and then I'll be attuning as well. So you'll be attuned for distance. Most of the things you're not going to start a Reiki business. You're not going to get a Reiki bed. You're not going to be laying your hands on people. You're not going to put newspaper articles out. You don't want to get people coming to a business
No.
location. You're not, most of the things you're going to do is going to be distance Reiki. And so you'll be attuned through my attunement distance.
Okay.
The range will be initially a couple of thousand miles, basically continental US. Then, well, you've been there already. You're already at like 5,000 miles because you did Reiki 1. So this will be Reiki 2. That'll be the whole
Mhm.
planet then. You'll have the whole planet then.
Oh,
You'll have the
okay.
whole planet. You can reach anybody anywhere. That's where you'll be.
And then I just have to ask the person's higher self if they want healing.
You don't have to ask permission to send positive energy ever.
Okay.
So go, oh, I'm going to send you Reiki. Oh, I should get your permission. I don't need to.
Okay.
Imagine Reiki was money and say, oh, I need to ask your permission to give you money, or can I just hand you 20
Mm,
bucks?
yeah. No, just hand me $20.
Just hand you 20. Okay. That's the rule. That's the Reiki rule. As long as you're giving a positive, you don't need to ask permission. You only need to ask permission on a negative.
Okay. All right.
So like a situation. Oh, can't think of a decent situation. Then I won't give it. All right. No example for negative.
It said,
Just
don't give her negative. She
don't
doesn't.
don't give her, just don't cloud her with with details. Just she's got enough details to worry about. Don't cloud her with other stuff. That'll be advanced stuff we do later. So we'll get your Reiki 2. Did she send you a certificate for the first one?
Mm,
Did she ever mail you a certificate?
no. Mm-mm.
Well, ask her for a certificate this time.
Okay.
I think she has them.
I will
Oddly
do.
enough, and I've been attuned hundreds of times. I don't have a single certificate. Nobody ever sent me one.
Yeah. Don't think you need one really.
It doesn't make me less powerful.
All right.
The piece of paper is meaningless.
I mean, I would in a description of what I could do for people, like wanting to help people heal,
Right.
I could say,
Sure.
but I was talking to Susan in my class right before this, and they were talking about me doing the quantum healing hypnosis stuff. And that's why I was a little late because they were asking me questions about it. Um, and they're like, well, are you planning on, opening up a practice that does? I said, no. When I help people, when I get to that place where I want, to help people, I'm just going to use all those modalities as a way to do that. If people want to come do it, great. But I think that me just using what I feel is necessary for that person, whatever that may be, um, will be what I use. But I don't think I'm going to be like, okay, well, I did Reiki, so that's 250, and then I did the quantum healing, so that's another 400. I don't feel like that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah. But you, I was just looking at my Facebook. So on my Facebook, I have it. I just clicked off of that. So it's supposed to say spiritual holistic counselor. It says spiritual life counselor, master Reiki healer, intuitive energy consultant at universe. Or you could say Reiki practitioner, Reiki healer practitioner, which means you do the Reiki
Yeah.
versus teacher, Reiki teacher. So
I'm
I
trying
say
to figure out.
master. So I say master Reiki healer. So, but I also teach. But so the difference
This is so,
between master teacher to master healer, what's the difference? Virtually none. I don't
oh,
understand.
okay. I see where it says it's spiritual life counselor.
Yeah, but I changed it to
Oh, okay.
stick.
We have 70 mutual friends.
I guess so.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, this is all my family.
Creating content with this name is not allowed. Try another name. What the fuck do you mean? No, it's gonna stay Guru Dan. Fine. Then don't let me.
How do you have friends with all of these people that are in my family? Okay, something's weird.
Wait a minute. Let me get. We have two mutual friends. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it said 20. Let me go back here. Oh,
We have
there's
two
I
mutual
clicked on.
friends, and they are your girls,
Okay.
Willow and Zoe, and that's it.
Okay. I
70? Do we
I
know
looked
70
at.
of the same people or something?
No, that's what was freaking me out. No, what it was I saw that Zoe was one of your mutual friends. And then when I looked on Zoe's, it said 70 mutual friends. And I'm like, that is
You
not
and
correct.
Zoe have 70 mutual.
Me and Zoe have, because I'm like, how do you know these people?
I don't.
Like my aunts that have passed away and just,
Yeah, no,
you
I
know,
don't. That's why.
yeah.
No God.
All right. That was freaking me out. I'm like, okay, somebody's been hacked somewhere.
Nah, I only know two people.
Okay. Very cute. Very cute. All right.
How do you know 70 of my people? I don't. I
Ah, I thought, wow, that's
Wow. Are
amazing.
you some kind of lurker? Not a lurker. Stalker? Are you some kind of stalker, dude?
Oh no, I
How do
didn't
you know
think that.
something?
I thought my original thought was, oh my God, somebody hacked one of our accounts and
Nah, it's just a misread.
connected all of the people, but
It's just a misread. It's okay.
yeah, that was no, it was my fault.
However, did
I
you
did
ever
that.
update all your passwords? It's important that you update all
Yes.
your
Yep, yep,
Did
yep,
you?
I did.
Did I
Yep.
send you the thing to go by?
To, did you send me the thing to buy?
To go by. Let me see if I sent you the thing to go by. Well, I didn't send it lately. I'll send it again. Pictures from C. Here. There. Everywhere. No, didn't I save it over here? Oh, newer? Newest. So yeah, I started last year after I had that experience with when Jeffrey got hacked. Jeffrey got hacked,
Oh yeah, I
and
remember
yeah, and
you telling me
all of
something.
that. And then afterwards, I thought, well, how do I not get hacked? And so I did some research, and then this thing came up about how long it takes to have your password brute force, because brute force is the number one program they use to hack passwords with. And so the security place um put out this to give an idea about what how your password should be.
How are they getting instantly numbers, upper and lowercase letters and symbols? How are they doing that?
If there's only 4 or 5 of them, if you only have 4, like a pin code,
Yeah.
if the pin code is only 4 characters, even though they're upper lowercase letters and symbols, but there's only 4 of them, then it's simple to break that. So yeah, if there's only 4 or 5 of them, it can be done instantly. But where it starts getting complicated for them is around 10 or 11 characters.
Hmm.
But if you
Okay.
think, okay, this thing was put out in 2022, 2023, and I think that they were using just a normal single computer with a brute force program on it. And it would take a single, maybe powerful, like gaming computer or something. It might take, if you had 12 characters, it might take 34,000 years for one computer to do it. But what if these motherfuckers have a supercomputer?
You mean running through absolutely every
What
combination?
if they have a computer that's actually 10 computers and they're
Yeah.
not using one computer to compute? They're using the power of 10 processors or 10 quad cores. So 10 times 4, so 10 to the fourth power. So like 40 computers. So one guy with one brute force program with a supercomputer. So now you have to multiply all this by 10 or 40. So I went through and I decided, so all my passwords up until last year were passwords that I could remember. And now all of my passwords, I can't remember maybe the first 3 or 4 characters of them. And they are so complex that I don't even know what they are. I had to buy a password, an encrypted password program to store all my passwords in.
What happens if they break into that one?
They can't break into that one. It's encrypted.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
Proton. I went with Proton Pass. Um, Proton Pass.
I know sometimes when you create an account, it'll say strong password, and it's like 30 characters with dashes, and I'm like, oh hell no. I don't know what that is. Well, that is interesting. I don't like that at all. Hmm.
So I have Proton Pass through Proton. Facebook.
Hmm.
Let me get back to Messenger. Proton Pass. So here last August, they had a special, limited special, that if you got the Proton Pass in August, it was normally $12 a month. They were offering it for $12 a year, locked in for life.
Oh, wow.
So I bought it for $12 a year for life. And so Proton is it's open source. Is it open source? It's it's built by the people who build security for everything else.
Okay.
It's built by those people. The same way that um the same way that Ubuntu is built by the people who built the browsers for everything else, right? So,
I
but
don't know how people
their
do that.
encryption isn't open source, but their other stuff is open source, which means only the experts are allowed kind of in, right? So I'm not a developer, I'm just a
Oh,
user,
yeah.
right? But the developers of this thing are the best people on the planet. So this is This Proton is their entire thing, their email, everything. That's their premise. That's their
Yeah.
thing is that they are the definition of secure. They are unhackable.
Hmm. Well, I guess I need to do something then.
So I sent the link to Proton Pass. You can look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
The password protection in Firefox is really good as well. So I have passwords in Firefox and I have passwords in my Proton Pass. And between all of it, I'm pretty secure over here. And then I have AAA. So because I'm a AAA member, I get their identity protection through AAA.
Oh,
And so I've got all the credit check stuff and all the other stuff. And so they do all the dark web monitoring. And they tell me when I have a data breach. They send me an email. Say, oh, you had a data breach. They found your data from this place got leaked out. They got your email or they got your social security number or they got something. And you'll have to
really?
go to all your things and change your passwords for social security and change your passwords for email and change your passwords for stuff. And go, oh, okay, no worries. So let me see if I can send you a sample of um oh yeah, let me see. Oh, it's not there. That's not where I put it. Where can I? So hang on a minute. Let me see. Oh, no. I just want to look. No, that's not something else here. Oh, you shouldn't be there. I don't want you there at all. File shredder. Shred. Shred that file. Oh, okay. Those are my recovery codes for that. So let me see. Yes, that's fine. That's that one. Where's my other one? Oh, the actual thing. No, close. Hang on. I'm not finding my examples. Oh, it won't let me minimize while I'm if I get to my desktop from here. But what I can do is I can end the recording. How about I do that since we're not doing
Oh, there you